Good afternoon, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me at Purple Table Tarot today. I'm really excited to give you your month of May reading today. So we are going to consult with the 5-cent tarot, and you all don't get to see this part, but what I do is I use my pendulum to select the deck. So this is the deck that is that Spirit has chosen for Aquarius. So what messages do we have for Aquarius today? What messages do we have for Aquarius for the merry month of May? Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius, Spirit? Ooh, I'll move my thumb out of the way. All right, what messages do we have for Aquarius for the month of May, May 2021? Ooh, sorry, yikes. Almost felt painful. That happened. Oh boy. Sorry, guys. Okay, you guys. That says, like, we are done shuffling. All right. Okay, let's get started. So this is the message for Aquarius for the May 2021 monthly reading. If this resonates with you, Aquarius, then accept it completely. If it does not, that's okay too. Go on ahead and check out your moon, sun, moon, and rising and north node. So we'll get started. So right away, ooh, this might be a little love reading. So straight away we have the Two of Cups, which is so lovely to see. It really does mean partnership and divine communion with either your higher self or a significant other. Typically the Two of Cups, as you know, shows up in a lot of love readings, a lot of true love, soulmate, twin flame readings. So that's what we have for you straight out the gate, Two of Cups. And then you have the King of Wands, and in this deck it's referred to the King of Matches. Now the King of Wands is really like a born leader, you know. It has, let's see, they know how to get stuff done. is kind of like what I like to call the King of Wands. And basically, they're, seeing as they are a fiery energy, they have a lot of drive, but since they are the king, it is tempered by just by a clearer vision of mind, and just really, like, there's a lot of temperance, like there's a lot of self-control there, but they're very good at setting mindful goals and getting things done and going for what they want, like really going for what they want. And they have done it so many times, and they have seen a lot of successes in their life and a lot of, you know, stumbles along the way, to where they learn from those stumbles, so that then they are in a position of mastery and being able to teach others. So we have the Two of Cups and the King of Wands here. So this could either be you, or this could be somebody that you're coming together with. But either way, there's an Ace of Pentacles, so there's a brand new opportunity. Like, seeing an ace in any reading is really great, because it's like a brand new beginning. in that area. So this could be a new idea, or rather a new venture, a new opportunity that's actually rooted in your longer vision of stability. And it would appear that it includes this King of Matches energy, this King of Matches person. So then we have the Five of Matches. So the fives typically mean conflict. Now, given that matches wands, they're called matches in this deck, that's the fire. There's going to be conflict about how to carry out something, like a particular idea or plan. Now, which talks about rivalry, competition, and it's kind of funny, like these different, and it's just usually like a group conflict, or, just conflict basically, and people take different approaches when that comes to be. So there might be some conflict about who's in charge with regard to this new endeavor. Perhaps you're starting an endeavor with your partner. Maybe that's something that's happening, but it'll unfold as we continue in the reading. But after that, we have the Two of Matches. So that means that things are progressing and that you're learning as you go, and there's plans being made. And basically you're able to really, you're able to move forward in your decisions. A lot of times the twos will represent like this or that energy, and with the Two of Wands upright, it's like your decision has been made and you know what you're doing. You're decisive. If it was in the reverse, it would be indecisiveness, but you have it in the upright. So there's progress in whatever this Ace of Buttons is, which stands for Pentacles. So let's keep on going. Ooh. Yes. Lovely, lovely energy. So Aquarius, you got the Unknown. Now, in this deck, which is the 5-cent tarot, this deck basically comes with like, I think 5 extra cards, and they're oracle cards. And so this one, or they could be seen as like extra major arcana, because this one is labeled as the 22. So what we have here is the Unknown, and there's an egg. So it's kind of like something is being there. You guys are incubating some sort of idea, some sort of action, some sort of brand new opportunity. Okay. And it's incubating right now. And you probably have an idea of what it's going to look like and what you want it to be, but how it emerges and how it unfolds, it could be a little bit different than what you had imagined. So neither good nor bad, just a little bit different. Like sometimes we don't have all the control. Like granted, when something is incubating inside of an egg like this, to get more literal, we can't control what's happening inside the egg. All we can do is nurture it and keep it warm and make sure that it hatches on time and is able to, have some life. So this is really talking about having faith and trusting, even though you can't see it inside, and there are things that are at work. You are being divinely guided in this plan, in this new endeavor, and there are divine things that are at work with this plan, okay, with this endeavor. And this is inviting you to just have faith and trust in the process, because like I had said, there's no controlling what's happening inside, because there are all these other forces at play when it comes, or influences I should say, at play when it comes to us manifesting a new goal or a new thing, something we're giving birth to. So this also says for you to stay open and curious about the process, and trust about whatever this new endeavor you're heading into with your partner, because it's going to be amazing, because you got the Sun card right after. You got the Sun card right after, which is, it's going to illuminate your path. It's going to illuminate everything that you need to know in order to keep success happening. But this is the best card in the deck. I mean, truly, it's love, it's money, it's stability, it's happiness, it's community. It's like all of the things wrapped in one. Like you just can't go wrong with the Sun card. The Sun is the ultimate. So whatever this is that you're leading into with your partner is going to be really good. Really good. Really good. Yeah. I mean, and even with regard to a relationship, because this says the Ace of Buttons is also the card of fertility and prosperity, and it's just an opportunity. So you're coming together with somebody who has a lot of stable drive and really makes their decisions with their head and their heart. They're not impulsive. That's the thing. They're not impulsive, but they are passionate, very passionate. So this is a very passionate union, and you guys are going for it, and there can be some conflict in coming together, but ultimately you guys progress. There is an element of an unknown, maybe in your status of your relationship, or however you are continuing on, and whatever opportunity that you're both working on together, whether it's a relationship, like a conscious relationship with one another and choosing each other and moving forward, or if it's like a project that you're working on together, given the Ace of Pentacles here, you are going into divine success with the Sun. And then after that, what we have is a new emotional experience here for you, Aquarius. It's a new emotional experience because we have the Page of Cups, and that's like curiosity, possibility, like really wanting to really just, I'm getting this feeling and this sense of just like the open heart chakra, to be like open and ready and inviting of anything that comes in. Like you are here for it. Whatever this is, you are totally here for it. You are here for it. You love it. You really do. Yeah, and you're coming at it with a lot of curiosity and open-heartedness, possibility, just verve and openness to the whole experience. And following that, you get the Moon. So given that you're open to all the lovely things that can come to pass, that are coming to pass for you and your partner here, there can be worries and fears along the way. The Moon can tell us that maybe we have, or invite us to, or basically tell us that we might have more shadow work to do. And it's helping us keep conscious of the subconscious. It's helping us understand and know that there can be illusions at this time, and to really pay attention. Like the Moon can cast shadows in the night that might look different in the daytime. And so it's basically highlighting like some illusions. It can be highlighting some worries that you might have, but it's also inviting you to trust your intuition, and it's also inviting you to pay attention to your dreams as well. So, maybe you might want to keep a little dream journal on the side, your nightstand. But the moon is basically, it's really just, it's a beautiful card. It just is, because this is also coming off imagination, too. This plays into that Page of Cups energy with the wide open, unfettered space of possibility, which can invite all kinds of positive vibes, but can also invite in some fears. But that's okay. You just look at all of them, all right? So, Aquarius, this is going in a really great direction. This is really exciting. I think you have a new love jumping off. I really do. You have a new love jumping off. A lot of cups and fire and major arcana. So this is also telling us, Aquarius, that there's something very significant about this partnership. Something very, very significant that is going to be like a part of your path. When you see a lot of major arcana show up, it's like, and there's another person involved, like this is your, like, this person is important on your path, whether you stay together forever or not. I mean, in for a reason or a season. It's just one of those things where important people leave their mark, and this is an important relationship that you're coming into. So we have the Ten of Cups, which is just like communal bliss and really just good feelings, like a feeling so like it's just a lot of love. And you could be sharing this with your community and sharing this with your partner, and just really just abundant in love and abundant in really beautiful, happy energy. And just this, it's a successful relationship. It's a good relationship. You guys are doing good, and that's really great. And nothing's gonna stop you guys, because you have the Chariot right here. So you're driving the Chariot, but I get the sense that, like, you're not the only person in this Chariot. Like, you and your partner have like a vision, because this is also lining up with the Pentacles right here, which is at the core of this reading, is that you and your partner have a shared goal of some kind, whether it is the success of the relationship, or maybe starting a family with this unknown little egg here. Maybe there was conflict, perhaps, because that could be a storyline too. Like, perhaps there was conflict on whether or not to start a family, but then the decision was made, and then now you're having this unknown kind of trying situation. But yeah, I mean, that just kind of came out of nowhere, I think, and it's from this imagery of the egg and just the shared goal as a couple, and now you're on your way. So with the Chariot, there's a lot of determination, and honestly, with the Chariot, once that is set in motion, whatever this is for you guys, whatever this is for you, Aquarius, it is on its way. Now, I will speak to those Aquarius that are single. This Two of Cups could also be the relationship with your higher self. So you can also make meaning of these cards with regard to yourself and your drive right now, and your Ace of Pentacles, because this is saying that you're coming up with a new idea and a new plan. You could have a partner or not, it's fine. But whatever the case may be, the Chariot is in the mix, and that means that it is on. It is moving forward, and it can't be stopped. And right now, you are being invited to rely on your intuition. And this is really outstanding, because this is, so when I do my pyramid spread here, this tells the story, kind of like the linear story of how it unfolds. And then I look at the different branches. Especially the middle branch will signify, and I'm coming to find again and again and again and again and again, they are related. So the middle branch is the core of the reading, you know, it really has like a foundational energy to it. And then you have kind of like the different possibilities and just kind of gives more information based on where these cards are laid. And this is the High Priestess. You're being called to trust your intuition and go with your intuition. And it is right in between the Moon card and the Page of Cups. And so the Moon and the High Priestess are just like, I mean, such lovely bedfellows, you know? I mean, it's just such a watery energy. And, you know, Aquarius, you're an air sign, but you're also the water bearer. So, you know, I really do think like you also are very much like the King of Matches, because Aquarians are they're natural leaders, you know. But yeah, you're really being called to pay attention to your unconscious and your intuition, which is very lovely. I mean, and truth be told, it's been steering you in a good direction so far. Definitely. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So then we have the Ace of Cups. I just, you know, the Ace of Cups is a new love, you know. This is like, I mean, and this is also lining up with the Sun card here. It's lining up with the Ten of Cups, like, and it's lining up with the unknown, and then lining up with the Two of Cups, which is just, there's so much love here. There's so much emotion in this reading. Whatever you are doing, keep on doing it. Just completely. Whatever you are doing, just keep on doing it, because whatever it is that you are doing with your partner or with your highest self is just so on track. I mean, if you are a single person and you are in touch with your higher self, as the Two of Cups may suggest, then you are going to be finding, you know, a new relationship. You know, given that whole other like baby storyline, like starting a family with your partner, I think that you're gonna, I think that you are gonna get pregnant, and you are gonna be open and very excited about this pregnancy. And you know, the Moon is going to be there, so it's going to show you and highlight some worries that all, you know, anybody that's growing a baby inside their body is, or, you know, maybe having another person grow a baby inside their body, with you, for each other. There's always worries there, you know. I mean, it's all in the soup, right? I mean, whenever there's something that's lovely and beautiful and success, there can be fears of it ending. There could be fears of something coming in and, you know, pulling the rug out, you know, but you're being asked ultimately to trust, because there's so much good energy behind this right now. And yeah. And then after that, we have the Ten of Needles. So this is finality. So there can be an ending. I don't think, though, I honestly don't feel that this is an ending to all this. Like, you have come way too far in the beauty of this journey to have it just end. So something that I believe that this Ten of Swords is the end of, it's kind of like the ending of one aspect and then the beginning of another. But it comes at once you've achieved what you wanted to achieve. So like, say you you did get pregnant and then you guys had a baby. You have the Ace of Cups, so you have a brand new relationship with this new child, you know, a brand new person. But then there's a finality because it's the end of the pregnancy, right? I mean, and that's just something that came through as a very strong possible storyline for whatever Aquarians are out there that are having this experience. With regard to anyone who's not having a baby, but maybe they're birthing like a brainchild, or, you know, birthing some kind of creative endeavor that you've been working on, there's success, and that this is the end of the journey leading towards the emergence of your idea, the emergence of whatever it was, because something was incubating. And that's that's the energy that I'm getting from the Ten of Swords. I don't see this as, I think it's the ending of part of the journey, and then there's a new beginning with maybe a new, you know, being, you know, taking the helm of the new project, or finally showing off, or your creation, or if it's a baby, like a real live human baby, then, you know, you're not pregnant anymore, but now you are stepping into parenthood. Whatever it is, you've created something, birthed something, and now you're in the mode of shepherding whatever that is. And you got the Three of Buttons, which is fantastic energy to move forward on, because, you know, you're not doing this by yourself. Like, teamwork makes the dream work, and that's the Three of Buttons. So this is collaboration, this is teamwork, this is, you know, I don't know all the answers, you don't know all the answers, but we can really collaborate and come up with the best way that we know how moving forward. The best way that we know how moving forward. Because the thing is that you guys do bring, you and your higher self, or you and your partner do bring your own level of expertise to the table. You really do, to each other. And you need to have that, especially if there's like a new baby. You know, you gotta work together. You gotta be like partners, you know, real partners. That's a whole other story. I really like this reading, you guys. Aquarians, something big is happening in your life. Something big is happening. You have, and the thing is that you really had clear, I really get the sense that like your mind and your heart were fully in alignment with this endeavor. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Congratulations. I feel like there's something that you've really put a lot of your heart and soul into, and now it's coming to be. It's emerging. So I want to pick out, you know, I'm feeling this moon deck for you guys, since there's so much water energy and there's so much moon energy and intuition. I'm feeling this oracle deck here. So we're gonna, you know, at the end of my readings, I always pull a little oracle card. Sometimes two come out, sometimes just one, and that's good. And it's basically like a little, I like to call it like a little vitamin boost to the reading. You know, it's like a little piece of advice, or like putting a little bow on it, you know. So much beautiful energy here. A lot of success, a lot of love, some worries, but, you know, trust your intuition and your guide. And especially with those new parents out there, if I'm talking to some new parents, um, intuition, I mean, kids don't come with an owner's manual, you know. You really got to trust your gut. And when you do have a new child, like, there can be a lot of fears and a lot of anxiety, but there can also be a very heightened sense of just knowing, because the more you are attuning properly and you attune to your baby and you attune to your partner, then you get the feedback loop of tuning into their needs, and then meeting those, tuning into your own needs, and having your letting your partner know, and having your partner help you out with that as well. Just all kinds of good stuff. It's challenging, but it's beautiful. It's challenging, but it's beautiful. And for those of you who are just like, you know, cooking up your project, like whatever this is, this was a labor of love. This was a full-on labor of love. You have made it. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. Something that comes up for me straight away is, if you have had a new baby, get yourself into some parent baby groups, and you want to come together with other new parents. Okay? I mean, just the whole baby, like new baby thing is coming out. And, you know, I will say that when you do join these groups, these parent baby groups, like, you actually can form friendships that last a lifetime. No joke. So this is calling on inviting you to remember your community, and get with other people who have just come through the same experience or a similar experience. If you are a single person and you didn't have a baby, but you birthed a brainchild, you birthed a new project, celebrate that and come together with your divine counterparts, and continue to grow, continue to create. You can even collaborate, because we all have things to learn from one another. We all have things to learn from one another. And this is also inviting you to lean on those people and share your vulnerabilities as well. Because it says we reflect the divine in one another. So anything that you're going through inside with regard to these things, you can bet that the other person is as well. That, you know, a lot of times we share what we've been feeling, or we share maybe some of the fears that we've been having, and the other person says, oh my God, me too, you know. And there's community in that, and there's love in that, and there's growth and bonding in that. Yes. All right. Well, I think that's really good, Aquarians. Thank you so much for tuning in with Purple Table Tarot today. I really hope that you enjoyed your reading, and be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and, you know, any other interpretations that you've come up with, share those in the comments. Any other kind of feedback, or even some constructive criticism, give it a little bit of a, you know, make sure you wrap it in a little bit of tenderness. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again. Okay, have a great month of May. All right, bye.